Yo, what's good, everybody? RCA here. Finally got my Elgato to work so we can go over these plays from the Chicago Bulls playbook. So this is just a quick look at my lineup. We're getting ready to get straight into some plays from the Bulls playbook that I recommend that you guys start using to get some open threes, some open looks out there on the court, no matter what lineup you're running. I am running an inside center with Shaq, and I got GP the second as my point guard. And I still do pretty well running these plays. Now, this video is going to be plays, just showing you them real quick, and then further videos we're going to talk about how to break them down against specific style of opponents. I might do a full unlimited video, just talk about when I run certain plays, but I wanted to get them to you first. So this is my squad. I got Gary Payton the second, Paul Pierce, Jason Tatum, Andre Karolinko, Shaq, and then my bench. You already know I love Magic, Julius Erving, Joe Smith, cool coach, but that's who I have, and I've been using these plays with. So this is the play breakdown. Fist 24 quick, fist 35 cross, fist zip down ghost, quick elevator cross, quick stagger double, quick stagger fist double. They're same but very different type of plays. Chicago fist 51, and then I added one more play, which is Chicago quick one fist. Now I will say that these are next gen plays. I still have to check current gen to make sure the plays are very similar across the gens, but if not, I will definitely have another current gen playbook coming out soon. So this is definitely next gen play. So we're getting ready to jump into the first play. We're just going to go through them, talk about how I use them in different scenarios of what to look for in the defense, as we always do. So the first play, we got fist 24 quick. This is just a quick hitter. You're trying to get a three-point shot, and I like to run it to have Jason Tatum coming off of the screen because he's my best shooter, my favorite shooter. So right here, Jason Tatum's going to be coming off of that screen from Shaquille O'Neal. This is usually the first pass I'm looking to make to get him the ball so that he can just hit an open shot, especially if they're playing any kind of center defense. Their guard or forward is going to get hit by the screen because Shaq is a great screener, and we're going to be open. I didn't pass it to him there because I wanted to show you the full play. He comes to set you a screen right after, and now Paul Pierce is coming up a down screen on the right side. Look at that double screen from Karolinko and Shaq. Paul Pierce can get that ball, and we're going to, make it rain from deep. We're playing domination against CPU, so we don't have to really release it that well. So you're going to look at this cut right here. When you make this pass, you want a directional pass, Jason Tatum, to the left or to the right, using your left stick, so that way he will pop out to the three-point line if you want him to shoot. If you want his player to be fully affected by the screen, you're going to directional pass him towards you, and then he'll be able to get the ball closer to you. Knowing that AK and Shaq are getting ready to set a screen for Paul Pierce in case you need it, but this is a good enough space for you to be able to shoot that. As you come off the screen, you're looking to attack, right? You got somebody like James Harden as your point guard. They don't step out on this screen. You want to be able to take that shot. That's another shot. The defense is going to have to worry about you going around this screen while Paul Pierce is now coming off these double screens on the right side. Like I said, this is a shot for you. I could have shot this with Gary Payton, but for video purposes, we're going to keep the play going. Paul Pierce coming off the double screens. James Harden gets absolutely obliterated. That's why you want to have a good center that can set good screens. Now we're open for a shot. Paul Pierce, nice quick release, and it's green. All right, this is a different play. This is fist 35 cross, as you can see up at the top right. Fist 35 cross. I like to use this play against people that play center defense. It's a quick hitter. It doesn't have the extra that the fist 24 had in it. But Jason Tatum pops right off of these screens, and he has Hall of Fame limitless. So even this deep, I'm going to be able to take and hit that shot, especially if you're in a takeover situation where you have the green light to shoot. But this is what you're going to be looking for in this play. You have a great spacing. Andre Karolinko's in the left corner. And then I have another guard in the right corner, which is my Paul Pierce. Usually when you're playing against somebody and you have a non-shooting center in the game, like Shaq, they're going to be usering their center. So this frees up other players to get screened, because what's going to happen is I would drive to the right while using this play. When I drive to the right, he's going to take Cat and back up. That's going to allow Shaq to have an easier screen against Dirk, because Cat usually has to help to step up to stop this pass from getting to Tatum, or else Tatum's going to be wide open. So you're going to drive right, make him back up with his center because he's playing off ball on Shaq. He wants to shadow you, and now you're going to have your Jason Tatum going to be wide open, or whoever your small forward is or your best shooter to be able to hit this shot. You have good spacing in the right and left corners from Karolinko and Paul Pierce, so you don't have to worry about getting stopped if you do drive to the lane. If they give you the driving space to the lane, take that driving space to the lane. But make them pay for playing center defense. I usually play against people that play center defense all the time. And let's keep on moving. This is going to be the third play. Fist zip down ghost. Fist zip down ghost. Another one, and the reason why I like this is because I really like down screens. Right here, Shaq setting a down screen, pin down screen for Paul Pierce. When Paul Pierce pops out, I want to get him the ball. This is usually a shot I want to take. But on the right side of the screen, Jason Tatum is coming off of another down screen from Karolinko that I can get him the ball. And if you don't give it to him, he will come set a screen for you. But I like to give it to him because Jason Tatum's one of my favorite shooters. I'm able to hit that shot. So we're going to run it again. Fist zip down ghost. We're going to make a move. Pretend like you're going into the lane. Kind of like quick 32 box flare from the Heat 2013 playbook. You're going to get that down screen. Boom. Look how my man gets hit with that. Paul Pierce wide open. Going to take that shot. Green bean all day. And it's just simply knowing when their opponent gets hit hard with the screen. Shaq smokes Paul Pierce's defender. Usually a center playing off-ball defense is going to sprint out after you to try to steal that pass. So make sure you're open before you pass that. If he sprints out after you, just dump the ball into Shaq. Now Shaq has a mismatch. If you have a good center that can score inside, that should be an easy mismatch because he doesn't have his center on yours. So look at this. Paul Pierce is wide open. We're going to directional pass him out to the top of the key. And we still have Jason Tatum coming off the left side off of that other screen in case we need it. We didn't end up needing it because Karolinko's slow to close out. And we get Paul Pierce for that nice, easy shot, just like we like him. All right, we're moving on to the next play. This one is quick elevator cross. This is a very unique play. Takes some patience, but if you run this well, you can get a lot of open threes off of this. So how are we going to set this up? We're going to start right on the play marker and start hitting some drill moves. Make the opponent, not really know where you're going because the play can get broken up if you just immediately come to court and try to go directly to it. So we're getting there, doing some dribble moves, trying to force him to come towards us. Look how Paul Pierce is getting his screen toward the left side on the sideline. I'm wide open for this shot. I can take this shot. If not, you want to kick it back to allow the play to continue. Once we kick it back, the play continues. And what's drawn up is for Jason Tatum to go around or through this elevator screen set by Shaq and AK-47. There's so many different ways you can play this. You can user control and take Jason Tatum and make him curl all the way to the right side on that right wing. The right side of the court is wide open depending on how they're playing you. If you have somebody off ball and trying to chase after you, you want to pass the ball so that you make their defender run into the screens. They can only go under the left or under the right. You have to make sure the defender hits the screens, and you're going to get an open three every time. So I'm driving inside. I directional pass Jason Tatum to the right. That way his man gets hit by Shaq, as you can see right there. Now Jason Tatum is wide open for three. But like I said, you can also use user control passing and make Jason Tatum curl all the way around. So once again, we get it Paul Pierce. A little fake shot, just showing you that I could have shot that because Jason Tatum set a very, very nice screen. We get the ball back to GP. That allows the play to keep going. Tatum's man's trailing him. We directional pass him to the right because Shaq is setting his screen. If I would have directional passed Tatum to the left, Caron Butler would have been able to run around Shaq. You have to make the AI have to go through your players. So directional passing is very important to be able to get this play off. All right, next play we got is quick stagger double. I like this one a lot for a quick hitter as well. As soon as you call the play, you got double screens being set right here for Jason Tatum. Beautiful. I love when he's coming up for screens because the defense is going to have to scramble so that he doesn't get an open shot. If I get open with Jason Tatum, I'm shooting that every single time. So quick stagger double is quick double screens to the right side or the left side. Jason Tatum comes off the down screen from Karolinko and Shaq. In this moment right here, if they would have taken Vince Carter and tried to sprint up and steal that pass, all you have to do is triangle cut Shaq into the lane, and now you have Shaq inside with a mismatch. So always know that that can happen. They're going to try to take somebody else, sprint up the line, and try to steal that pass. So understand that you got to use your triangle cuts as well, or your wide cuts, whatever system that you're on, so that you can make the defense pay for overplaying your play. If you always pass it out to the three-point shot, they're going to start getting used to that, and then they're going to be able to stop you, right? So this play also continues some if you don't end up making that pass. So let's run through that. We come to court. Jason Tatum starts going around those double screens. Boom, he's screaming around those screens, wide open, but you don't get it to him. This time, you fake, you go right again to draw the defense to the right side. I want them to take the right side, take up that space, because now Paul Pierce is coming off double screens himself, and he gets open for the shot. So you have 2 sets of screens in this play. I usually only use the first set, to be honest with you guys. Let's move on to the next play, quick stagger double. This is the one that has the screen in it, so anything that says fist has a screen in it. So same set of screens Karolinko's getting. But if I don't take those, if I don't pass it to him, I'm going to drag back, and now I'm going to be able to get double screens. That's going to allow me to get around any help that comes. You got Shaq diving to the basket, and then you got Karolinko fading for 3. So his Karolinko picks me up. My Karolinko is now wide open. I choose not to pass it because I wanted to show you the whole play. If you don't pass it to Karolinko, you keep the ball in the guard's hands. You're going to get a double down screen for your shooting guard right now that allows you to shoot the rock. Now let's back it up a little bit. If I have Magic in the game right here, right? Well, RCA, like they can just, Shy's not going to score in there. Think about your personnel. Let's say I have Magic in the game right here in this scenario. I can just be backing down against Jason Terry, whoever their point guard is, trying to get a bucket. Their center is going to come help because Shaq's on the court, right? We want that to happen. If their center comes to help, now Shaq setting the screen, you got 2 screeners, and now Paul Pierce is definitely going to be wide open for the open 3. So understand how to work your post, your inside-outside game, and you'll be able to get open way more often. So once again, Karolinko doesn't get the ball off that screen. You go around the double screens from him and Shaq. You choose what's gonna happen. The defense starts to follow you because Jason Terry went over the screen, so he's trailing now. They don't have it on switch. If they had it on switch, then everybody would have switched around and Shaq would have had a mismatch inside. Going around the right side, boom, could have passed to Karolinko right here. You can also triangle cut Shaq to the basket, make him backdoor cut. Don't give it to him. Paul Pierce goes around the double screen, wide open, green bean. Beautiful. Next play, we got Shy Fist 51 horns give. Horns just means 2 guys at the elbow extended on the foul line. So what's going to happen is you're going to get these elbow extended screens. You're going to screen on the left side, screen on the right side. Go towards the arrow version because that's going to give you a dribble handoff. So go around the left side, boom, dribble handoff's going to come to Paul Pierce. The dribble handoff is kind of a distraction because what's really happening is kind of like quick 4 horns flare. Now Karolinko is getting a backdoor screen from Shaq, and now he's going to be open for 3. Like quick 4 horns flare and other plays that have that, screen the screener action. If you would have gave the dribble handoff to Paul Pierce, then Shaq would have stepped up to give you another screen to get inside. So once again, we're going around the screen from AK. Boom. Right here, we're looking to shoot or drive. We can give the dribble handoff, holding circle, or we can just pass the ball over to Karolinko because he's getting a screen the screener flare action. He flares, wide open, bang. All right, y'all. Last play. We're going over Shy Quick One Fist. Shy Quick One Fist. I like this one because everything is quick. I like quick stuff. You call the play and it happens. You can see I only have 6 seconds on the shot clock when I call this play. I know what's going to happen. I get a drag back with Jason Tatum to get my player going into the screen. Right here, I make a decision. If I go around this screen, I can step back to shoot the 3. I love to go around screens and step back. So if I went around this screen and Vince Carter couldn't get over, Karl Anthony Towns has to step up. I step back, he comes to play me, Shaq is wide open inside. If I step back and he retreats to Shaq, I shoot the shot. So I'm always gauging that. Now we also have Gary Payton II coming off a down screen from Paul Pierce, and it's all happening at one time, right? So if the defense is guarding your screen, they cannot be guarding Gary Payton II. If the defense is trying to stop Gary Payton from getting the ball, they cannot be guarding you on the screen. So you have to understand how they're playing, select the play based on how your opponent's playing defense, and now you're going to be able to get a bucket. We get over to GP, beautiful 3, that's a green bean. This time I'm going to show you what can happen if you actually let's go past this because it's just showing you the same play again. Let's show you another example of the same play. All right, so we drag back, boom, drag back just to create some space. Get yourself around those screens quickly. Notice Vince Carter gets stuck. This is the scenario I'm talking about. Vince Carter gets stuck. Cat has to step up. If Cat does not step up, I am shooting this shot. They have to step to you when you have good shooters like Jason Tatum or somebody like that. That's why I have him dribbling the ball for this play, because I know I want the screen and roll action to make the defense step up. That gives me an option to get Shaq the ball inside. But I also have Gary Payton popping over just in case the defense does step up and then they swing from the corner. I have somebody else over here open to be able to get a pass. So Shaq's now going to dive to the basket. We're just going to run the pick and roll action. We get Shaq inside. Easy done. Once again, drag back. Boom. Go around the screen. Right here, Cat has to decide. Am I going to step up? Am I going to play this three? How am I going to defend? This is going to be a user's decision as well. How are they going to play you? If they step up, you can just kick it over to Shaq. That's just basic basketball pick and roll. I could have shot the ball. I could have kicked it over to Gary Payton. But those are the plays that I recommend from Chicago Playbook just to mix it up. But this playbook has a lot of different plays that you can use. Shout out to my boy Meech for pointing it out. I think July uses some of the plays as well. And like I said, there's like 5 or 6 more plays that are definitely money. Mix these up into your offense with your freelancers, with your series. I still run like 4 different playbooks right now, but I'm going to be using this way more. I'm going to have some videos coming up against users just showing you which scenarios I would use certain plays in. And then I know you guys want to see more of that unlimited, uncut footage of just the mind of RCA kind of thing. So that's coming through. I appreciate you guys. I'm going to catch you in the next one. Chicago Bulls Playbook. Go pick it up, man. Peace.